Hello folks, we're here today at Altendorf in Mooresville, North Carolina to look at the Altendorf F5 series of edge banders. The F5 is the top of our F series. It's built in our plant in Germany and very capable machine. 50 millimeter tall work pieces, 3 millimeter thick edge banding, and 28 feet per minute on the speed. A very nice operator interface, easy to use, and easy to store and recall programs. As your work changes or your parameters of your work changes, easy to store those and recall your jobs. So we'll walk around and take a look at the back of this machine. As we're walking around, you can see this machine has several options, one of them being the sprayer option. I have 3 locations for the sprayers, one being the release agent at the pre-mill, the edge protectant at the end trimming saw, and then the cleaning agent at the flat scrapers. Also, as we walk to the back of the machine, you'll notice that we have LED lighting in this machine, which is an option. Very nice for when you need to make minor adjustments on the motors and controls in the back of the machine. In the first panel, we'll take a look here. This is not safety latched or safety locked because the operators need access to the glue pot, the edge band thickness, and also the pre-milling depth. Some really nice features on the glue system for the Altendorf machines. Coated so the glue doesn't stick, Teflon coated. We have a drain system where you can drain the glue, so if you're changing colors or need to purge the glue pot. The glue is drained through a cardboard chute into a cardboard box, so the glue does not get on the machine or make a mess inside the machine. Very nice system. The glue pot also can easily be removed and exchanged with an optional second glue pot. This can be used for different glue types if you're using PUR and EVA, or if you have light and dark material and just want to have a separate glue pot for when you your material changes. We'll demonstrate removing the glue pot here real quick. 3 steps. You have a thumb screw here. Comes out. 2 air lines you remove, and then 1 electrical connection. After that, the glue pot's ready to lift out. And as you can see, that can be done in less than 30 seconds. You're ready to exchange your glue pot. If you have the optional one that comes with a nice stand for storage, and to hold the glue pot, it will hold 2 extra glue pots. So now just to reinstall, just in reverse. So drop the glue pot back in, reconnect your air lines. They're made so that you can't put them in the wrong ports. The electrical connection is also keyed so that it can't be plugged in wrong. Then reinstall the thumb screw. And ready for the next job. Okay, that's the first section. Just a quick review, I left out about the adjustment of your edge band thickness here and also your pre-mill depth. This machine is capable of pre-milling up to 2 millimeters deep. The second section, it is safety interlock, which we have bypassed now just for demonstration purposes. Is your end trimming unit. It's the first unit after the glue station. The saw runs at 18,000 RPMs. It's a very nice finish on your end trim cuts. Next, we have the top and bottom trimming station. Very few adjustments here that have to be done inside the machine. You are able to program 3 positions from the operator control. So you can use a flat, a chamfer, and a radius at the top and bottom trimming station, all programmed from the operator interface. This machine also has the nesting option. If you're making your doors on a CNC or pre-drilling your hinge holes, you can lock the tracer wheels and run those doors without having to plug the hole or do any second operation for the hinge holes. Next we have the radius scraper unit. It also has multi-positions so that you can use multiple radiuses here. Depending on your selection, you can have 1 and 3 mil or 1 and 2 mil radius scrapers in the machine. And those are also, that position is also programmed at the controller. Next we have the corner rounding unit. Very simple, easy to change the tooling here. It also has 2 positions. You can chamfer and do a radius here. Leaves the corner rounding unit, comes to the flat scraper. As you can see, you have the cleaning spraying units right before the flat scraper, and located right below that is the solution. After the flat scraper, the buffing unit. So as we come out of the machine, you can see the dust collection has a central hookup. Only one 5.5 inch hose is needed for the dust collection. And we'll come back around to the front of the machine and take a closer look at the controller. Again, as I said earlier, very easy interface here. I'm just going to go to the start page. This is the page that would come up when you turn the machine on, and you select your glue type and temperature if you want to edit your temperature. But we're going to turn that on. It's preset for 190 degrees on the EVA glue. Very fast heat time on the Altendorf machines, less than 5 minutes. Usually this machine, the glue's ready to go in 4 minutes and 20 seconds is what it usually takes. So. Okay, so we want to continue and take a closer look at the control unit here. You can see here's the main page for your programs. You can store up to 10 programs in this control, and then also you can change any of that on the fly, or you can program it manually just simply by selecting which stations you want to be active or not. For instance, here is the milling station, the pre-mill, the guillotine, the end trim, top and bottom trimming. This is our corner rounding unit, and our radius scraper, flat scraper, and our spraying units, and the buffing unit. And then also we mentioned the optional nesting unit, which can be switched on and off. I have a program in here for 1mm tape, which is the first sample we want to run. So if I press my 1mm tape with 1mm radius, you can see that it selects all these options for me. And again, if I decide that at this particular job I don't want to do flat scraping, I can just turn it off, but it stays in my program unless I save it. So you hear the glue pot just energized. That was about 4 minutes for the glue heat up time. Again, like I said, you can edit this, you can save it, or you can just turn it on and off for the particular job or panel you're using at the moment. So this one is ready to go. We'll hit start. That turns on our inverter and our conveyor. And you can see we're ready to go. Also a green light here indicates that it's ready to go. Okay? So the green light is the ready signal. It will go out as the board goes in. And that also indicates when the next board can be fed. Very short distance between the boards. And you can see the finish. Nice edge, all clean cut, the end trimming. So we can come back. This is a textured material. We were scraping across the grain there. No marks on the board itself. Do the other side. Okay. Again, nice finish. Now we'll go up to the controller before we run the next two edges. So on the last two edges we want to corner around those ends, so we just simply push that on the sides that we want the corner round to be effective. So you can see we've nice round on the corner. Okay. We'll run the last edge and maybe walk and film behind the machine as it goes through the different stations. Okay, so that board's complete. Everything looks good. Now we can go up and we'll change and run a 1/2 millimeter edge banding. Okay, so we're going to put on our 1/2 mil edge banding here. We're going to make some adjustments in the back. The pre-mill depth is set at a 1/2 millimeter, which is the thickness of our tape. And then we're going to set our tape thickness to a 1/2 mil. Okay, with that set, we can go back to the front. It's all you have to do, and the only other adjustment you would need to make is if you had a different board thickness. If you needed to go to a half inch thick board, you would adjust that thickness here. Other than that, so we have another program in called Thin Edge for a 1/2 millimeter. If you watch, it turns off and on the different selections that we're doing. On this particular board, we're just going to chamfer the edge. No need to do a radius on a 1/2 millimeter edge banding. It's going to do the buffing and flat scraping. Okay, so we'll start that. Again, once everything's ready, the green indicator. Okay. So again, nice finish. Very minimal changes you have to make by hand, just the edge band thickness, and if you want to change the pre-mill depth. Everything else is done from the controller. Very nice machine, always consistent and reliable results. Very nice. If you have any questions, we look forward to answering those for you and talking to you more about the F5 series or the F series edge bander. Thanks for listening.